Are banks hiding naked shorts in custom basket swaps? Well, the answer is yes, but people still probably don't realize that they burn the evidence after they've completed the smart contract, aka total return swap, on these tokenized shares. Let's talk about it. Total return swaps between Wall Street and crypto exchanges were used to naked short AMC over 1,000%. Firms with wallets at FTX, Solana, and Bittrex should be audited and put on trial for their crimes against the American public and investors worldwide. And we're going to talk about the new regulation in 1 second. But let's get one thing straight regarding AMC. FTX most sought after clientele base were institutional investors, aka Wall Street, seeking to execute trades away from lit exchanges, and you can see that right here. Now, what causes pension funds, 401ks, and the Mag 7s to crash? Firms selling off sound portfolios in order to close out fraudulent positions. When firms were hit with $10 billion in margin fees, crypto companies minted 8 quadrillion token shares for total return swap. Speaking of that, correlation or not, the world's largest pension fund reported a $4.5 billion loss for the quarter. This is Japan's state pension fund. Now, since we are on the topic of total return swaps, the SEC adopts rules for the registration and regulation of security-based swap execution facilities. Will this do much for retail? Let me know in the comments down below. But after getting all of the tokenization, total return swap stuff out of the way, and we will be touching on what happened with FTX later on in the video, AMC appears to be on a trajectory that could lead to a situation reminiscent of a Tesla short squeeze in the future. And I want to talk about this. We're going to touch on the charts. All I ask you guys to do in return is get this video to 1,000 likes, hit that subscribe button, have post notifications on. Let's get into it. Also guys, huge thank you to all the birthday wishes that I got in Discord and on YouTube. I tried to answer as many comments and as many people in Discord as possible. Really do appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much. Let's get into it. So AMC entering a short squeeze, kind of like the Tesla squeeze. Short sellers really wanted Tesla to die, and they still kind of currently do want Tesla to die. The SEC doesn't have good connections with Elon Musk. So short sellers essentially got burned over the long term of the company, no matter what, basically doing well, going against short sellers and creating solid fundamentals. Well, here is your first look into the industry for the growth for AMC before the earnings comes on November 8th. Cinemark reported earnings, and they delivered record third quarter revenue of $875 million that grew 35% year over year. They also reported their net income at a record high as well, and this just goes to show what's about to happen with AMC. So that Tesla squeeze theory could really be here. Finally, let's touch on the charts. We're trading at $11.07, came up, retested that 1075 level, and we're getting a break over that. I want a cleaner break. I want a candle to close above 1075, and then I think that $1325 level is next up. However, I want to show you something as to why AMC looks really good. First, we could see more volume. That's the only complaint that I have. However, taking a look at what we're tracking back in January, before the rip in 2021 when the buy button was taken away, take a look at the correlation here. This little sideways trading, fighting this trend line. This is sort of the same thing that we're seeing now, getting that breakout. What happened a couple days after getting this breakout, this fight on the trend line? This nasty rip, which means next week, if this is correct or plays out similarly, could see a large gain on AMC. I'm talking huge. I'm talking a big gain over next week. And we know AMC held up with the S&P 500 and tends to squeeze when it goes into a bull market. And the SPY has been going absolutely nuts, which I really want to talk about at the end of the video. So make sure to stay tuned. 3.2 million shares available to borrow on AMC. Calls 37,000 compared to 1,000 puts expiring in the money. The gamma ramp is building. More people are still betting bullish on AMC. Short exempt volume, not as high as I thought they would be for when they scale up. However, I want to see what is going to be reported tomorrow. As for GameStop, trading at $14.01. I've talked about on GameStop will be invalidated if it breaks over $14.60. I said that. You can quote me on it. You can go look at the recent video. If we break over 1460, my move to 1010 is invalidated in my opinion. A clean break over that. Did we get there? No. I still sit with my same opinion on GameStop over the short term. Also, GameStop, 1.6 million shares available to borrow, winning on the options chain, 10,000 calls compared to 1,000 puts expiring in the money. Will this last? Who knows? It is a Friday. But overall, everything green so far. They are dumping more short exempts on GameStop than usual, trying to keep this thing contained. Now, jury finds Sam Bankman-Fried guilty of all 7 criminal counts against him. The former FTX CEO faces a maximum sentence of 115 years in prison. Fraud in the collapse of FTX was worse than Enron, according to advisors. $10 billion in customers' funds were missing. Now, side note, FTX did not kill himself. I'm just saying that now, right? Hopefully, you know, this video stays up. I assume, right? Because all of these CEOs that end up going under and get found out by the feds or something along these lines end up dying of mysterious ways or quote unquote suicide. Moving on, a new meme coin started trading on exchanges today. It has the greatest white paper of all time. Literally no utility, no roadmap, no promises, no expectation of financial returns, just 100% memes. Now, in my opinion, just looking at this is just a way for them to throw a bull in front of all retail investors and say, let's see what dumbasses put their money into this so we can pump and dump it and take their money out of that bowl. Now, before we touch on the SPY, what I did with my trade on the SPY, get in the Discord. The link is right under the video. Also, make sure to follow me on Frenetically. Link to Discord is right under the video. You can copy my trades with a click of a button, which we will be starting soon, hopefully next week. We also post gains, post losses, and talk stocks all day long, so it's just the place to be. And we have options trading alerts in there, and I'm in there on the daily. So get in the Discord, talk with me, talk with the most amazing people who want financial freedom just like you. And also, if you want up to 16 free stocks, each valued up to $2 grand per stock, use my link, sign up for Moomoo, and make a deposit of any amount. Even $1 will start earning you benefits from there. Plus, you're getting a ton of other benefits on top of that using the platform anyway. So you might as well take 2 minutes out of your day. I'm going to leave the link at the very top of the description and pinned in the top comments for the Discord and for Moomoo. Again, sign up. Once you open an account and deposit any amount, you will start earning benefits from there. Moving on, Apple sales declined for a 4th straight quarter, making the longest slowdown since 2001. Just when you thought Apple was going to tank the market, the SPY did not care whatsoever, trading at 435.13, up 1.01% on the day. Last night, I kid you not, 3:59 p.m. Eastern Standard, about 30 seconds before market close, I closed my calls on the S&P 500, and I should have stuck to my plan. I know, I should have stuck to my plan. However, what I thought was, hey, we will hit this level and get that retracement right here at this zone. I was wrong. We broke above that rapidly, and honestly, I can't tell how we don't have a retracement. 5 straight green days, huge green days, gap up after gap up after gap up on the S&P 500. I'm watching this zone at 437 to 440 for supply to hit resistance and hopefully come down and get that retracement. My original level was 442.75 for early November. I talked about that. However, I wanted to see a retracement. My plan going forward is wait for that retracement. I see the retracement coming down under 424.75, and at that moment, I'm looking for a re-entry on the S&P 500. I'm looking for a re-entry right in this zone between 418 and 425. That $7 range, I'm looking for a re-entry for calls to ride this up to about 442.75. Will I get the entry? Maybe, maybe not, but that is the level I will be re-entering at. Now, all of these banks, including Bank of America and Wells Fargo, are experiencing widespread outages and disruptions that began around 0800 ET. And speaking of banks, Wells Fargo investment advisory clients are under investigation by the SEC due to the bank's cash sweep options. The bank, in a regulatory filing, disclosed that these options enable clients to earn returns on uninvested cash balances by offering 3 different sweep choices, which allow the placement of uninvested cash into interest-bearing accounts or money market funds. Finally, to end the video, the CEO of National Association of Realtors has stepped down, and we just saw last week that the National Association of Realtors was found guilty of colluding to inflate or maintain high commission rates and have been ordered to pay damages of $1.78 billion. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out, subscribe to the channel, have post notifications on for the weekend, and enjoy your weekend. Get in Discord, talk with me. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.